Once upon a time, nestled deep in a sunny meadow filled with wildflowers and buzzing bees, lived a little mouse named Morty. Morty was a country mouse. His home was a cozy little burrow under the roots of a giant oak tree. He loved his simple life. Every morning, he'd wake up to the sound of birds singing. For breakfast, he'd nibble on sweet berries, crunchy nuts, and tasty seeds that he found in the fields. He spent his days scampering through tall green grass, playing hide and seek with butterflies, and listening to the gentle whisper of the wind. Life was peaceful, quiet, and very, very happy. One day, Morty received a letter. It was from his cousin, Percival, who lived far, far away in a bustling town. Percival sniffed at the simple food. "Is this what you eat every day, cousin?" he asked, wrinkling his nose. "Just roots and seeds. In the town, we have the most splendid feasts. We eat cake, cheese, jellies, and all sorts of magnificent things." Morty felt a little bit embarrassed. His simple food seemed very plain compared to what Percival described. For the rest of the day, Morty showed Percival all his favorite spots: the babbling brook, the whispering woods, and the rolling hills. But Percival didn't seem very impressed. He complained that the ground was too rough, the air was too quiet, and there was nothing exciting to do. "It's all very rustic," he said with a yawn. "But honestly, Morty, how can you stand this dull life? You must come back with me to the town. I'll show you what real living is like. It's full of excitement and luxury." Morty was curious. The town did sound exciting. He had never tasted cake or jelly, so he agreed to go with Percival. The very next morning, they packed a small bag and set off on the long journey to the town. As they got closer, the quiet sounds of the country were replaced by loud, rumbling noises. The fresh country air turned thick with smoke and unfamiliar smells. Morty felt a little scared, clutching Percival's tail as they scurried through the busy streets. Everything was so big and loud. Finally, they arrived at a grand, enormous house. "This is it," Percival announced proudly. "This is where I live." Morty's eyes widened. It was the biggest mouse house he had ever imagined. They slipped through a tiny crack in the wall and found themselves in a magnificent dining room. The table was laden with leftover food from a grand dinner party. There were huge chunks of cheese, half-eaten pastries, and colorful jellies wobbling in their bowls. Morty's stomach rumbled. He had never seen such a feast. "Help yourself, cousin," Percival said with a grand gesture. "This is how we live in the town." Morty didn't need to be told twice. He was just about to take a big bite of a delicious-looking crumb of cake when suddenly, bam! The dining room door flew open. Two giant humans walked in, followed by a huge, fluffy cat with sharp green eyes and even sharper claws. "Quick, hide!" squeaked Percival. The two mice scurried away as fast as they could, their hearts pounding in their chests. They hid in a dark corner, trembling, while the cat prowled around the room, its tail twitching. Morty had never been so frightened in his entire life. After what felt like an eternity, the humans and the cat left. Percival peeked out, Phew, that was a close one, he said, trying to sound brave. It happens sometimes. Now, where were we? Ah yes, the cheese. But Morty had lost his appetite. His little heart was still beating like a drum. Just as they were about to try again, they heard a loud barking sound. Woof, woof. A big dog had come into the room. Once again, they had to run for their lives, scrambling back to the safety of their little hole in the wall. Panting and shaking, Morty turned to his cousin. Percy, he said, his voice trembling. Your food is wonderful, and your house is very grand. But I can't live like this. All this excitement and luxury isn't worth being terrified all the time. I miss my peaceful home in the country, where I can eat my simple food in peace and quiet. Percival looked at his cousin and saw how unhappy he was. He understood. So, the very next morning, Morty said his goodbyes and made the long journey back to his little burrow under the oak tree. When he arrived, he took a deep breath of the fresh country air and listened to the sweet song of the birds. He nibbled on a simple acorn, and to him, it tasted better than all the cakes and cheeses in the world. He realized that his simple, peaceful life was the richest life of all. And so, my little sleepyheads, the story of the town mouse and the country mouse comes to an end. It teaches us a very important lesson. What one person loves might not be what another person loves, and that's okay. The most important thing is to be happy and content with what you have, whether it's a simple life in the country or an exciting one in the town. True happiness is found in being grateful for your own home and your own life. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed our story. Sleep tight, have the sweetest of dreams, and remember to like this video and subscribe for more bedtime stories. Good night, little ones.